Hello everyone, and welcome to the second instalment in this audio blog series, Ask Uncle Ben. Now we've had a lot of questions, so let's dive straight in. Claire asks, is there still a telephone directory? Well Claire, yes there is, but I've got it and you're not having it. Mrs. Suspicious Coffee Mornings writes in to say, Dear Uncle Ben, can you please answer this for me? Wells is 48 miles away. If a boat travelling at 5 miles an hour could reach it in 5 hours, then turn left. Otherwise, turn right. Stop at the next town. Where are you? Also, can you calculate the orbit of Jupiter using only a chicken? Well, I've been to Wells, in fact. Wells, not Wales. It's difficult. Wales. Anyway, I've been to Wells. I've been to Wales, but let's not talk about that. It's near Wiki Hole, you see, and no, that's not Star Wars porn. It's a network of underground cave-type chaps. It's rather good, actually. You should go. Go on. No? Fine. Anyway, I can certainly say that the boat wouldn't reach there in 5 hours, would it? Because it was only doing 5 miles an hour, so it would only cover 25 miles, and it's 48 miles away, so no. So I would turn right, and if I'm coming from the east, then the next big town on the right might be Bristol or somewhere. I don't know. But if I'm not coming from the east, then I'd say I'd end up in a paddling pool in East Berlin. Or let's just set fire to the boat and forget the whole thing, shall we? Oh yes, and I can calculate the orbit of Jupiter using only a chicken, but I'm not going to, mainly because I ate the chicken. Now Harry writes in, has got lots of questions, Harry has, so let's get straight into those. Harry asks, why are rat testicles so shockingly large? Well, they have to be, Harry, because, well, rat jockstraps are so enormous. I blame Marks and Spencer for that one. Harry then asks, how many clowns can one fit in a Mini? And Simon Morgan has commented on this, saying 4, and then changing his answer to 2 if you're including all the paraphernalia, you know, buckets, wigs, ducks, whatever clowns use. I'm not sure they use ducks, but they might do. If you don't, update your act. But I'm afraid you're both wrong there. You see, because if you take all the seats out of a Mini, and then you take the pedals out and the steering wheel and the gear stick and all that, then the Mini won't work and it will be very uncomfortable to sit in. So actually don't do that, that would be stupid. But I need to know actually, is this Mini travelling towards Wells and how fast is it going? So get back to me on that one. Harry then asked, what is the perfect dunking treat for tea? Well, I would say the Archbishop of Canterbury, but do make sure you ask him first, won't you? A bit rude otherwise. Failing that, I would use a watermelon, a whole one. Right, moving on, he asks, this is still Harry, why don't my Yorkshire puddings rise? Well, you have to play the national anthem, you fool. There we are, another question from Harry. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. How do I grow them from seed? Well, the answer to that is, of course, have a banana. Another question from Harry. Bucks Fizz or Mimosa? Well, I think a mimosa sounds better, doesn't it, really? Yes? I mean, Bucks Fizz sounds like everyone's about to rip their clothes off and sing scary Eurovision songs or something. But I'll just have a hot chocolate anyway, thanks. And some chicken if you've got some. Harry then asks, very inquisitive Harry, isn't he? There exists a speed of sound and a speed of light. Why not a speed of smell? Well, of course, we all know the formula for the speed of light is E equals mc squared, and the formula for the speed of sound is E equals... but what you might not know is that the formula for the speed of smell is E bag, come open a window. So there we are. Another one from Harry. Escalators in shopping centres obviously take you up, but what takes you down? Well, I think what takes you down in a shopping centre is constantly being reminded of the horrific emphasis on the superficial, the focus on one's appearance, the pointless materialism and greed, the love of things and objects instead of love for each other, for what's underneath, for what's really important, you know, what really matters. You know, I don't go out very much. Now, that's the end of Harry. Well, I don't mean he's dead, I hope not. I mean, that's the end of his questions. Moving on, Simon Morgan, who commented earlier on the clown thing, he asks, how on earth are you my uncle, and why didn't you ever tell me we were related? Mind blown. Well, Simon, when a mummy and daddy love each other very much, they move to Wales. I think you can work out the rest from there. And I have been sending you packets of rice for years now. I thought you'd have worked it out. Emma Kello says, I'd like to hear another angle on the whole scone debate. Cream or jam first? That's a very good question, Emma. As people may not be aware, because it's not covered in the media very much, there has been a vicious war raging for centuries between Cornwall and Devon. Cornwall who do jam then cream, Devon who do cream then jam. roughly 12 million people have lost their lives, and about 8 million have suffered scone-related injuries. At the Battle of Bude in 1876, 10,000 people were buttered to death. And at the Battle of Oakhampton in 1901, 300 local residents died of heart attacks because there was actually something interesting happening in their town for once. So I would say end the madness. No more killing, no more death. Cream or jam first, do what you like. Or everyone could just have a crumpet and shut up. And finally, final question for today, Jen Bird asks, why do they make the cheese slices for cheeseburgers square when the burger and the bun are round? Also, who's they? And then she's put some sort of hilarious, confused looking face thing. I believe the youth call that an emoji. What wonderful times we live in. Anyway, cheese slices are round because cheese comes from dairy cows, and of course all dairy cows are square. Unless it's goat's cheese, I suppose, in which case they'd be a different shape because, as we all know, goats are dodecahedrons. Right, well that's it for today. I hope that's given everyone some peace of mind. And if not, have a piece of cake. On me. Not literally on me, that'd be disgusting. Take care of yourselves out there, won't you? And don't forget, if there's anything you ever want to know, anything at all, then just ask Uncle Ben. Bye-bye!